Hello everybody and welcome back to UKGE 2024. I'm here with Luke from Iconiq Studios, and a movie that's going to be very familiar to a lot of people has been made into a board game. So do you want to tell us all about SAW, where it's at and how it came about?
Sure, so this is SAW The Jigsaw Trials, officially licensed SAW tabletop game. It was on Kickstarter earlier in the year. It's now finished. It'll be delivering to people July, August time, and then it's coming to retail towards the end of the year. Do you want to have a look over the game?
Yeah, I would love to have a look over the game because it's an intricate looking set of things going on here.
So the concept is the Jigsaw doesn't have long left. He's looking for a successor, and he's captured these 6 people, trapped them in his workshop. Only one of them's coming out sort of alive. So we've got everybody gets a workbench that you put your character card into that's got your story and your stats across the top. And this is where you build traps against other players. So if I turn it around, you can't see what I'm building, but you can still see my stats. So like Jigsaw does, you know how to tailor your traps against your opponents. So if we look over here, this is what a trap looks like. So this is a bathtub filled with acid, and you need to put your hand in and pull a lever to escape. Every combination of card you make creates a unique story across the card and a unique gameplay challenge, and you can build over 2,000 different trap combinations. So this one, when you set this trap, you've got a choice. You can just take the easy way, which is stick your hand into the acid and take 3 damage, so you just plunge your hand in, pull the lever and escape. Or you can attempt to use some of the tools that you see here and some other cards and searches to attempt to dismantle the challenge. Maybe I'm not as good at building the trap as Jigsaw was, maybe you can dismantle it with a few tools, or maybe you make things a lot worse for yourself. And this here is your character. So if Rhea takes damage to her hand, you would take off your hand Jigsaw and replace it with a damaged one. If it goes really badly, you could lose the limb completely. If you lose the limb, you start to bleed out. So every turn you start to lose blood, and when all your blood's gone, you're dead. There are a few other little bits to it. For example, if you lose a hand, you can't hold as many cards. If you lose a leg, you can't move around as much, so you can't find items as easily. It's a 2 to 6 player game for the most part, but there's also a solo mode, which you can play cooperatively. Every character has their own solo challenge, which is a little story and a setup, and you have to try and keep them alive through a series of set traps. And there's an endless one as well. So we're taking pre-orders at the show for delivery in August, and then retail end of the year. That's SAW The Jigsaw Trials.
Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. I love the narrative feel of it. I like the fact that when you lose a limb, you start to bleed out, and even building the traps creates its own story, so you're retelling your own version of the SAW movie, which is always fantastic. I do have one question. Why is there a big gruesome grisly hand here?
Yes. So we've got 2 versions of the game. We've got a standard one that comes with everything, and a collector's which comes with everything, and a big severed hand.
Yeah. Well, I suppose people need to know who's got the first turn.
Exactly.
Yeah. If they're looking for this online, then where can they find it?
At the moment, if you go to iconiqstudios.com, go to our SAW page, you can register your email and we'll let you know when it comes to retail.
Well, there you go, folks. If you're a fan of the SAW movies, definitely have a look at this. I've not seen them, but I am a huge fan of the gameplay system on this. So as a horror survival type game, I think this is definitely one to check out. Let us know what you think below. We're going to move on and see what else is here at the Expo.